I get it. Editing long videos can feel like a nightmare. You sit down with a 20-minute talking head recording, and suddenly you're spending half a day cutting out hunting for the one great clip that'll perform on Instagram, and then scheduling a week's worth of posts across 3 platforms. It's exhausting. So today, I want to show you how to cut that time down dramatically using Vizard. This isn't vaporware. Vizard is an AI first tool built specifically to turn long-form video into short, ready-to-post clips, and it handles a lot of the repetitive work for you so you can focus on creating more content. Let's start with the thing that'll immediately save you hours: auto editing via transcript. Imagine you've got a 20-minute talking head piece, like this one, full of brilliant points but also full of digressions and filler. With Vizard, you upload the video and get an automatic transcript. It's laid out like a doc, so instead of scrubbing through footage, you can literally edit the text. Want to remove a sentence? Delete it from the transcript and the video trims itself. Want to tighten a paragraph? Shorten the lines and the clip shortens. It's the kind of workflow that makes editing feel like writing rather than wrestling with the timeline. Now, here's where Vizard goes beyond that basic text-driven edit. It can automatically find the parts of a long video that are most likely to go viral. Instead of you having to guess which 30 to 60-second moments will land, Vizard analyzes engagement signals, pacing, energy changes, and attention hooks, then spits out a batch of suggested clips, fully trimmed, captioned, and formatted for each platform. I've used tools where you still had to manually pick timestamps. Vizard does the heavy lifting. You get a stack of ready-made shorts in minutes, not hours. Another lifesaver: filler word and silence removal. If you're like most creators, your long takes have like, awkward pauses, and rambling tangents. Vizard detects those automatically and tightens them up. It's not some blunt tool that chops the personality out. The AI removes obvious filler and shrinks gaps so the pacing becomes crisp, but your voice still sounds natural. That little change alone makes content feel way more watchable, and it's something I used to spend forever doing manually. Audio is half of your video. Vizard includes straightforward audio cleanup, noise reduction, leveling, and clarity tools. If you record it on a phone in a busy coffee shop, Vizard can reduce background noise and bring your voice forward. Not a miracle worker, but enough to rescue a lot of clips that would otherwise be trash. And once the audio is cleaned up, Vizard auto-generates captions for every clip, in multiple languages if you want, so your content is accessible and more likely to perform with sound off. Let me walk you through a concrete example. Say you shot a 20-minute explainer but wanted 5-minute highlight reel and several 30-second social clips. You upload the long video to Vizard, the platform transcribes it, suggests the best bite-sized clips using its viral clip engine, removes filler words and dead air, normalizes audio, and then produces finished clips with captions and aspect ratios tuned for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. You can review and tweak anything, but most of the time the suggestions are already good enough to post. Now, scheduling and publishing is another place Vizard shines. Instead of exporting clips and manually uploading them to every platform, you can use Vizard's auto-schedule feature. Choose how often you want content to post, say 1 reel a day and 2 TikToks a week. And Vizard will automatically schedule the clips it created across your channels based on optimal posting windows. It's a big deal for creators trying to scale consistently without turning into a full-time admin. And if a clip doesn't land the way you hoped, the content calendar makes it easy to rearrange, reassign, or edit before it goes live. Speaking of the content calendar, this is where the whole system stops feeling like a random collection of features and starts feeling like an actual publishing engine. You get a visual calendar with your planned clips, the ability to edit captions and thumbnails inline, and an audit trail of what posted where. For teams or solo creators who want to maintain a steady presence, it's way less chaotic than juggling spreadsheets, folders, and separate scheduling apps. A point I want to be clear on: Vizard isn't trying to replace a full NLE, nonlinear editor, if you want to craft a cinematic piece. What it does extremely well is repurpose and scale content. If you have a podcast, a recorded webinar, or long studio sessions, Vizard will pull out the gold and make distribution painless. That's different from a lot of tools that are more suited to single video edits. Let me also say this: other platforms have strengths. Descript, for example, popularized transcript editing and has impressive overdub and audio tools. But it can get expensive, and a lot of creators find themselves still manually choosing clips and handling publishing elsewhere. Some editors are powerful, but better suited for low volume, high polish work. Vizard's sweet spot is creators who want to create volume, to keep feeds full and grow an audience through consistent posts without spending hours on each short. There are a few other small but meaningful features I've come to appreciate. Templates for captions and thumbnails help ensure your clips look consistent and brand ready. The platform gives you suggestions for hooks and first-line captions that are optimized for engagement, which is surprisingly helpful when you're producing a lot of content and don't have time to craft microcopy for every clip. And if you need to make small voice tweaks, say you flubbed the name of a place, you can record a short replacement line and Vizard will splice it in neatly so it feels natural. It's a pragmatic way to fix mistakes fast without re-recording the entire segment. Another thing, if you don't find the right B-roll or you want to spice up a clip, Vizard integrates with templates and stock elements so you can drop in overlays, transitions, or a quick image without leaving the app. It's not trying to be Premiere Pro, but for social-ready clips it's more than enough, and you save the time of hopping between half a dozen tools. Let me walk you through a realistic workflow that's actually saved me hours. I shoot a 30-45-minute studio conversation. I upload it to Vizard. The AI creates a transcript, highlights 8 to 12 potential shorts, removes filler words, balances audio, and auto-generates captions. I open the content calendar, review the pieces, tweak 1 or 2 captions, add thumbnails, then set auto schedule to post 3 times a week. That entire loop, from raw footage to scheduled posts, can take under an hour, depending on how many tweaks I make. Compare that to the old way of exporting clips, cropping, captioning, uploading, scheduling. We're talking a multi-hour process each week. For creators who publish frequently, that time savings compounds fast. Now, I want to be honest about limits. Vizard isn't a miracle cure for bad content. If the original footage is low energy, unclear, or off topic, AI can only do so much. And if you're after ultra high-end color grading or long-form cinematic assembly, you'll still want a traditional editor. But for creators focused on community growth, teaching, commentary, podcasts, product demos, Vizard removes a ton of friction. Okay, final thing, scalability. The real benefit here is that Vizard lets you treat content creation like a growth engine rather than a grind. Instead of making one perfect video a month, you can turn a single long recording into a week or even a month of bite-sized, platform-tailored content. That changes the math on audience building. And because the platform manages posting cadence and gives you a single place to review everything, you actually gain control over consistency, which, as any creator knows, matters more than perfect polish. So, if you're someone who wants to spend less time in timelines and more time making stuff, Vizard is worth checking out. I'll drop a link in the description so you can try it yourself. There's usually a free tier so you can get a feel for the auto clips and the content calendar before committing. Try uploading a recent long-form piece and see how many useful clips it spits out. You'll probably be surprised at how many publishable moments were hiding in plain sight. That's it from me. Give it a go, and if you try, Vizard, tell me how many clips you managed to pull from a single recording. The numbers are always the fun part. See you in the next video.